Hello my friend, welcome to week 6 of my pregnancy. I'm so excited this week. I don't know, it's official now. Today, as I'm filming this, obviously you're watching this a little bit in the future, but the day that I am filming this is the day that I posted my pregnancy video where I found out I was pregnant, took my pregnancy test. So this is the first time that you guys know that I'm pregnant, and so I know it's kind of weird I'm talking about this for you in the future, but in my mind it's happening right now. And so it's just exciting because now you guys know, and I have been so sick, so I'm excited to finally feel like I can talk to it on Instagram and talk about what's been going on for my pregnancy. Right now, I'm doing so good. I was kind of going through my pregnancy with my son videos. It's really uncomfortable to watch myself, but I've been watching little parts of my videos. I did a weekly update with him too. And around this time, I was getting really depressed and I was having just hormonal depression. And this time I have not had that. I have had some anger, frustration, hormone things, as I've talked about in previous updates. And that has definitely happened. Today I'm actually feeling really good emotionally, but I feel like besides that, I haven't felt depressed this pregnancy. I haven't really felt anxious besides my normal anxiety that I get at night a lot. And I'm still in therapy for that. So still working on that, but not pregnancy-induced anxiety. I'm not having anxiety about having the baby. I am just feeling so much peace and so much happiness about this next step in our life. And even though, yes, there is no right or wrong decision about how many kids to have, even though it's not necessarily the right thing to do, it feels so good and it makes me so incredibly happy. And I'm so excited for this part of my life. Now, what's funny is I've been so sick this pregnancy, way worse than my other pregnancies before this. Even my husband has said, I don't remember you being this sick with your pregnancies. I'm sick all the time, always nauseous. I'm saying when I'm not pregnant. When I'm not pregnant, I'm nauseous all the time. I'm fatigued all the time. I have muscle aches all the time. I have migraines all the time. So I'm used to being chronically ill and being sick all the time. So it is more of that than I normally get outside of pregnancy, but it's just what I'm so used to, and it's just not that bad, I guess. It just usually, I think if I wasn't chronically ill, my pregnancies would be super easy. I got the morning sickness. I got some other symptoms when I was pregnant before. I was anemic, which that was pretty bad, but besides that, my pregnancies are pretty smooth compared to many other people that I've talked to. I have never dealt with, I think it's called HG, which I've had some friends and family deal with, where they're just throwing up all day long. They're in the hospital on IVs. I've never experienced that, but this pregnancy has still been way worse than the last one. So still counting my blessings that it could be worse. Also so happy that I'm this sick because it means that this baby is in there snug and tight. I've had miscarriages, and to know that this baby is in there snug and tight is just so happy. And every time I feel super sick, I'm just happy about it. It's so great. I love it. And it might sound crazy, but it's comforting to me when I'm so sick, if that makes sense. But I've never dealt with issues eating while I've been pregnant. Even if I'm nauseous, I can still force myself to eat. I am really struggling this time. I haven't yet thrown up, but I would not be surprised if I do. I hardly ever throw up, but man, I have been so nauseous. My doctor recommended taking Unisom and B6. I tried that last night and it did seem to help. I felt a little less nauseous this morning, so I will try that probably more, but I really do not like to take medication unless absolutely necessary when I'm pregnant, so I don't especially want to get used to taking a sleeping pill and then I'm not going to be able to sleep. I already have sleep problems, so I'll probably take it every other day while I'm super nauseous unless it gets worse. But man, this nausea it's been rough. And I had my first craving this week, you guys, because I have been so nauseous. I haven't really had a lot of craving. We were coming home from Costco. I was so nauseous. I needed to get out of the house, so we went to Costco, but I was so nauseous, and all of a sudden I was like, I have to eat a steak. I want a steak so bad right now. That's all I wanted, which makes me think maybe I am either anemic or just at least getting there, low on iron, because I have struggled with anemia in my pregnancies. I've been taking iron pretty regularly. I have an appointment next Friday for it's my 8-week appointment. If you don't know this, I film these at the end of the week. So this is 6 weeks, 5 days pregnant today. No, 6 weeks, 6 days pregnant today. So tomorrow I turn 7 weeks. So my 8-week appointment is next week, where I get to see the baby and talk to my doctor and everything. And I completely lost my train of thought. I don't remember why I was telling you that. So anyway, mentally I'm doing fantastic. I am just so happy at this time. I am dealing with the symptoms so well, but physically I am so sick. I have never been this sick with a pregnancy ever. Understanding more what it's like for some of my friends and family who have suffered from really, really severe morning sickness and issues with that. Because man, it is hard. Just getting out this video was hard today, and usually nausea doesn't stop me from stuff, but I am just, it is bad, bad, bad. And then one more thing I wanted to share with you today. I just got this for my kids. It's called the ABC Life in the Womb. I have a 3-year-old and an 18-month-old. I guess he's not even 18 months yet, 17-month-old, whatever. But I got this mainly for my 3-year-old. My 18-month-old doesn't quite understand, but we still read it with him. And also, I just noticed this as I just read it. It says 40% of all proceeds are donated to pro-life organizations. Yay for pro-life. I just wanted to share this with you because I figured some people who are watching this are going through their pregnancy with me, and you may have other kids. And I think this is a really good book to teach kids because my daughter has been asking so many questions. So I like that it shows like the development of the baby, and she's been learning about the inside of like our bodies, and so seeing that like, oh, the babies are growing those things too, learning about the placenta, umbilical cord, and then also showing like the progression of babies. So we say, oh, this is, we're like right in between these two right now, so that she can see how the baby looks as it gets bigger, because she asks so many questions. So anyway, I just wanted to share that if anybody has other kids and you want a good book to teach your kids. I just looked on Amazon and this was the one that I found. There wasn't a lot of options. So if anyone has any other options, let me know in the comments, but I will link this one down below because it's really cute. Let's talk about what's happening for baby. Baby is the size of a blueberry. By the way, I'm using the Ovia app. It's OVIA. It's free, and it tells you like how far along you are. So it says I'm 6 weeks. That's actually a picture of my last baby. I haven't actually been to the doctor yet to get an ultrasound, but anyway. So this is what it says my baby looks like with the little tail. So I'm just gonna share with you what my app says for baby this week. It says baby number 3 is now the size of a blueberry, about 1/4 to a 1/2 inch long. This may not seem huge, but just think how much your little one has grown in the past month. From a tiny collection of cells to an increasingly complex human being to be who is currently in the process of sprouting all their facial features. Your cute little one's nose and curious eyes are starting to form. Although right now they merely look like the dark spots on an oversized head, passages and arches that will grow and develop into parts of baby number 3's ears and jaws are forming, and their nose won't be far behind. It says the lower body lags behind the upper, making them look a little like a mermaid. And it says baby number 3 is starting to straighten out of their formerly curled position, and that tail is making its way back to its final destination in the back. It says make sure you take your prenatal, as it always says. I will link mine down below. I love it. It's the only thing I can take with my nausea. I don't know how I'd be able to take any other prenatals except this one. It's a gummy and it tastes so good. I get excited to eat it every day. I mean, maybe not as much anymore because I'm always nauseous, but it still tastes pretty dang good. And it says for mama, it says you might notice you're feeling tired. I have been feeling tired. I didn't even mention it because I'm just always tired. Chronic fatigue, chronic everything, you know. But definitely have been feeling tired and low energy. It says may leave you with low blood pressure, low blood sugar. I deal with both of those while I'm pregnant, and so I've been checking those to keep myself on top of water. My doctor last pregnancy told me go down the snack aisle, get all the saltiest foods you can find because my blood pressure would get so low. So I've been trying to do lots of salt, electrolytes, water, all of those good things. And I check my blood pressure or blood sugar pretty regularly as well. It says to go for walks, do gentle yoga, which I have not done very good this week, so I need to get back on that. Thank you for the reminder. And it does say endorphins you release may help you feel less sluggish. I do feel like I need to like get up and move a lot, but I know that because I'm chronically ill, that if I lay around too much, mentally and physically, I feel way worse. So I definitely know how to do that. Even if I feel so exhausted, I know that, hey, if I get up and I do the dishes and I clean up the house a little bit, I'm gonna feel so much better physically and mentally. So highly recommend that if you're in this. It says your breasts are likely to be sore at this time and will probably be like this for the first trimester. It says if you're feeling sick to your stomach, you're not alone. Over 70% of pregnant women experience nausea in the first trimester, and I'm feeling very blessed that it is not worse because wow, I feel bad for my friends and family who have it worse than I do. Because man, I can't imagine it worse than this. It's a hard few months, definitely, but happy to know it's only a few months because when you're chronically ill, you're sick all the time. And when you have something that's temporary, it makes it a lot easier to deal with. You guys know that, who live chronically ill, that when something is temporary, it's like, oh, couple months, I got this. That's easy. It also says to call your healthcare provider if you're struggling with any symptoms, and hopefully if you are following along this pregnancy because you are pregnant, you have an appointment set with your doctor. Maybe you've already had it, maybe it's coming up. That was my 6th week of pregnancy. If you're not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you on my next video.